Welcome to the final war, War 12 of Season 25, and I'm kind of glad this is over. We have 4 fights, and if I can do it, I'm going to be deathless. So, I'm going to be overboosting, and for everything, pretty much. And this first fight, not a big concern. I had a conversation with my BG officer, Syar. Originally, I was supposed to bring Torch, Magneto, and AA. And he says, well, you could bring Fury if you wanted to, but it'd change some of your later fights. And I'm like, I'm just going to bring Fury, and I'll figure it out. So originally, I was supposed to use Torch here using Flame On ability, and that would have solved everything. And I was just like, you know what, I can just do this with Fury, and I think it'll be fine. And you can see here, like, with the pre-fight, I'm always going to be have the parry stun, and there I kind of messed up because I felt like I parried a few times and I didn't get the stun, so I'm not really too sure. Either I was a little bit off, or I'm kind of watching that now to make sure that. No, I guess I was just a little bit off on my parries. Oh well, it is what it is. I've done this fight with Rolk, so it's really not a big deal. It's more of a just a little bit slower fight. No, there I got a re-parry and I didn't stun him. Huh. Oh well. This wasn't really a fight I was worried about. I knew guys, even if you leave the protection up the whole time, you'll kill him just fine. So it's just a long fight, no matter what it is. It'll work out in the end, and it does. So, spoilers, I don't die, which was very important for a later fight because I needed Nick Fury in his first phase and not his second. And, after thinking about it, probably what I should have been doing is just throwing his special one the whole time for the knockdown. But, live and learn. And here we're going to start the fun fights. That fight was kind of the boring. I've done it before. That was just a misclick. As you can see, we still have one guy over there on the right. I talked to Taters about him, and he's like, he's got perfect counters. You can leave him, because I was backup for Section 2. And the reason for that is because I've got 2 minis and the boss. Yeah. So if I want to go deathless, I have to run the gauntlet. So this is really why I wanted to retain the pre-fight, is because I've got Brian, contest champion, putting the pre-fight on the boss for me. And then if I could save my pre-fight somehow, I can use it on this fight, which would make this fight far easier. Originally, Syar wanted me to use AA for this fight, and I'm just like, no? That doesn't sound fun. So here I am just, treating this kind of like a duel. Evade the special one, and then hopefully I can get him down before he gets into the Wrath of Tanarak, or however you say it. And here I am just trying to bait the special. I forget how much MD he had. I think it's round 3 is what it looks like. But you can see here, there he went to Wrath of Tanarak, and I'm like, So I'm just kind of backing off, trying to take it slow. I was kind of hoping through block damage I could get to a special 3, but I think I eat something here pretty soon. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, well, that was just pretty nifty. So, yeah, you can see here this fight pretty much just goes like clockwork. Without Flame On, that fight would have been a lot harder. And I think with AA, there's no way you're not going to get him through the Wrath of Tanarak stage without taking a ton of chip damage. And with a 5-star versus a 6-star rank 3, yeah. Like, if I had a rank 3 6-star AA, I probably wouldn't care. So this is another reason why I wanted Fury. I was supposed to use Torch here originally for this Immortal Hulk, and I was like, that doesn't sound like a great idea. It would have just, seemed a little complicated to me. So I used White Magneto's pre-fight, which unfortunately, whenever you fight in an XL champ, they really knock you back quite a bit. And then I was, this is pretty much just a duel. You know, just fight him normal pretty much. And at one point, yeah, here it is. I realized that I should probably throwing this special one, because if I throw a special 2, I might trigger protect, and that was something I was considering about. And originally I was thinking about not throwing any specials, because I was wondering if it would even the special 1 might trigger protect, but it never did, so I was good there. And plus, something I noticed, whenever the disorient's up, he doesn't seem to gain those rage charges as much or as quickly. So I'm guessing the disorient's lowering that ability accuracy. And I forget what it is exactly on how he goes unblockable, unstoppable whenever he dies thing. But I think it's whenever he's over 15 rage charges. That tickles my memory a little bit. And so if I could keep him below that, then I might be able to kill him without having to worry about the whole unblockable, unstoppable, and regen and all that stuff. So you can see here things are going pretty well. He's been a little bit stubborn on not throwing the special, but there he goes down. And I'm like, whew, that went, like, I was expecting him to regen, so, but he didn't. So, real quick, this is my mastery setup. Proficiency, all I've got is 3 points in parry. That's so I can reduce parry damage. And defense, I've got all the resistances plus 3 points in science serum. That's because I know I'm going to get hit. And then an attack, pretty standard with high assassin, and then 7 in greater strength. I've only got 1 in despair because I am using the pre-fight. I'm not going to have parry stun, so pretty much I'm going to have no normal debuffs that despair would affect. So this is what I consider, or what I could figure out, the most optimum torch versus mojo boss setup. No dex, because I don't want to be triggering that for the anti-life field and that degeneration. And I've never done this fight before, not for the boss, and I can't even remember the last time I fought a mojo at all in war. Seasons, probably, at least. So I'm going full out on the boost. I mean, this is my last fight of the season. If I get the solo on this, it's deathless. I want the deathless. I've never had deathless. Like, I've had a 1 death season, I've had 2 death season, 3 death season, and like some 9 death seasons. So this is a pretty big milestone for me, especially in my 4 Loki career. Is like, hey, can you get the solo? And so this is all I was kind of thinking about. I'm trying to pay attention to his prompts. Like, I don't want to trigger that, because if I remember right, you can give him power gain. So that was where I think I was trying to get him to throw a special, and then I thought he was going into a block, and I actually intercepted on accident. So this is actually the point where I realized I need to be throwing specials, and that kind of threw me off a little bit, and I got hit. I'm trying to see how close I am to specials, and I probably should have been just throwing the special into his block, and then here I get to a special 2, and you're going to see the bad part right there. I triggered protection twice, so now I have to land an intercept, and I'm like, crap. So there, I don't know what happened. I thought I was blocking. I don't know if I just fat fingered it or if my finger slipped or what, but yeah, a few mistakes, but deathless season locked up. I finally have a deathless season. We did lose this war, but it didn't really affect our standing. So, we ended up in Masters. We weren't going to get top 3, so it was whatever. I was deathless, though. No deaths. 51-0. That's a first for me. I even hit the 4 Loki streak board with over 50 kills in a row with no deaths. You can see my TDR, my solar rate bonus, my power rating. They're all, like, I think those are all the highest I've ever had. Well, I know the solar rate bonus is, but I'm not sure about the TDR. I don't think the TDR is. I'm not sure about the power rating. That'll have to be in my review video whenever I make that and do a crystal opening, which will be sometime in a few days. But you can see, even with a deathless season, 51 fights is still only good enough for 4th in my BG and 13th overall in the alliance. Still, I'm very happy. It's my first ever deathless, and that's quite an accomplishment for me. And anyone who's been watching my war vids knows that I'm not a perfect player. I'm not like, some of these guys like Bryn or Legacy or even BG or, Lizer, all incredible players. And then here I am like, yeah, I'll go do whatever you need me to do to help out, but I'm not in their guys' league. And so to finish it off with a boss solo as well, it wasn't perfect, but it doesn't matter whether by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning, and I won. Y'all have a good one.